Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Maths and Statistics Tutor channel. In my previous video, I have explained about measures of dispersion. Okay, I have explained the definition of dispersion and then I have explained about the types of measures of dispersion. Okay, these are the different types of measures of dispersions: range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation. By using these methods we can find the dispersion values. Okay, in my previous class I have explained about range. Okay, in this class I am going to explain about quartile deviation. Okay, quartile deviation is the measure to find the dispersion. Okay, the formula for this quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Okay, I am repeating the formula: Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Okay, here I am taking the example. I have taken the example marks of a students in the class. Okay, marks 28 up to 50. Okay, here I have arranged the data in ascending order. Okay, in this method, quartile deviation method, we need to arrange the data in the form of ascending order. Then only we have to identify Q1 class and Q3 class. Okay, I have arranged the data in ascending order. First least value is 12. After the 12 after 15, 15 after 20, 20 after 28, 28 after 30, 30 after 40, 40 after 50. Like that I have arranged the data in the ascending order. After that I found the after that we need to find the Q1 value. The formula for finding the Q1 is Q1 equal to n plus 1 divided by 4. Here n is number of observations. So how many observations are there? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n will be 7. Okay, so we need to substitute the n value in the formula. So 7 plus 1 divided by 4. Q1 equal to 7 plus 1 divided by 4, which is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. So Q1 is 2. Okay, Q1 value is 2. Okay, the formula for Q3 is Q3 equal to 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4. Okay, 3 into n we know 7 plus 1 divided by 4, which is equal to, we know the form, we know n plus 1 divided by 4 equal to 2 we know. That's why I have substitute the value here. Okay, 3 into 2 which is equal to 6. So we know Q1, Q3. Okay, substitute these Q3 and Q1 values in the formula. Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Q3 is 6 and Q1 is 15. Okay, Q3 sorry. Here Q1 is 2 and Q3 is 6. Okay, Q1 is 2. So second observation. Okay, second observation 1, 2. So this is second observation Q1. Okay, and Q3 is sixth observation. What is the sixth observation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, after arranging the ascending order only we need to find out the Q1 and Q3 values. Here Q1 is second value 1, 2. So second value is 15 and Q3 is sixth value. Answer is 6. Sixth value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Q3 is 40. So Q3 minus Q1 equal to 40 minus 15. Okay, divided by 2, which is equal to 25 divided by 2, which is equal to 12.5. So quartile deviation of this formula of this problem is 12.5. Okay, this is the discrete data. Now moving to continuous series. If they will give continuous data and they are asking us to find the quartile deviation, then the formula will be like this. Formula will be same. Okay, Q3 minus Q1 by 2 only, formula is same. But in the continuous series, finding the Q1 and Q3 is little bit difference is there. Okay, little bit difference is there. I will explain in detail. Okay, class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 90 they have given. 5 frequency they have given. Okay, we need to find out the class frequencies. Okay, sorry, cumulative frequencies. Cumulative frequencies means we know already. Cumulative means here 5, first one is 5, 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus 16 29, 29 plus 7 36, 36 plus 4 40. Okay, so n value is 40 here. Okay, total frequency total is 40 here. Okay, so the formula is same, q3 minus q1 divided by 2. Okay, so now we are going to find the q1 value first. The formula for q1 is L plus n divided by 4 minus cumulative frequency divided by f into I. Okay, here what is the value of n? N we know 40. The total of the frequency is 40 here. Okay, the total of frequency is 40 here. So n divided by 4 equal to 10. So n divided by 4 equal to 10. Now basing on this value we need to find out the quartile class. Okay, here 10 means after 5 10 will be there. Okay, so quartile class is this. Okay, this one is quartile class. I have circled the quartile class. Okay, L equal to lower limit of the quartile class. Okay, L equal to 10. Cumulative frequency is the value of the cumulative frequency for the class preceding the quartile class. Okay, the value of the cumulative frequency is the class preceding the quartile class. This is the quartile class, this is the preceding value. So this is the CF. Okay, here CF, cumulative frequency. So CF equal to 5. Okay, n divided by 4 we know 10 already, we found this. Okay, F equal to this 8. Cumulative class, sorry, quartile class frequency, which is equal to L, 8. Okay, substitute these values in Q1 formula. Q1 equal to L. L means 10 plus n by 2, n by 4, which is equal to 10, minus CF, cumulative frequency is 5, divided by frequency is 8. Frequency means quartile deviation, quartile class frequency, which is equal to 8 into I equal to width of the class interval. Okay, here in this case width of the class interval is 10. Okay, 20 minus 10, which is equal to 10. So 10 plus 5 divided by 8 into 10, 10 plus 50 divided by 8, which is equal to 6.25, which is equal to 16.25. Okay, so now we found Q1 value we found. Okay, now we are going to find the Q3 value. The formula for Q3 is L plus 3n divided by 4 minus cumulative frequency divided by f. Okay, here we know n by 4, but we don't know 3n by 4. That's why I have multiplied n by 4. N by 4 10 we know, no. So I have multiplied n by 4 with 3. 3 into 10, which is equal to 30. So 3n by 4 equal to 30. Okay, so we need to find the class. We need to find the quartile class here. Okay, so 30 means it's near to this 36. Okay, 30 means in between 40 and 30. Okay, 30 means we need to take this as a quartile class. Okay, I have taken this as a quartile class. Okay, so we need to substitute all the values here. 40 means L is lower limit of the quartile class. So L equal to 40 plus 30 we found the value 3n by 4. We calculated the value 3n by 4, which is equal to 30. So 30 minus 29. 29 means value of the cumulative frequency for the class preceding the quartile class. So 29. 30 minus 29 divided by 7. 7 means frequency of the quartile class. Okay, Q3, quartile class Q3. Okay, 7, which is equal to 40 plus 1 divided by 7 into 20, which is equal to 20 by 7. 20 by 7 means 2.87. Okay, 40 plus 2.87 means 42.87. So now we found the Q3 value also. We found Q3 and Q1. So substitute these values in the formula, quartile deviation formula. Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. 42.87 minus 16. See here we got 16.25 divided by 2, which is equal to 13.3. 13.31. Quartile deviation of the problem is 13.31. In this, hope it's clear. Okay, formulas will be little bit difference is there in the case of discrete and in the case of continuous. Okay, this is the quartile, finding the quartile deviation in the case of continuous series. Okay, this is the quartile deviation in the case of discrete data. Okay, hope it's clear. In this class I have explained the measures of dispersion, measures of finding the dispersion value by using quartile deviation method. Okay, finding the dispersion value by using the quartile deviation. Okay, in my previous class I have explained about range, and this class I have explained about quartile deviation. In my coming videos I will explain about mean deviation and standard deviation. Okay, hope it's clear. If you like my videos, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. My channel name is Maths and Statistics Tutor Channel. Thank you everyone. Bye.